And look, I'm humbled to be here today. Delighted to be asked by the Huon Valley Environment Centre to come and open the exhibition here today, the Weld Echo, which I've had the pleasure of wandering around, and what an extraordinary collection of art, and the point being, of course, an extraordinary juxtaposition between the beauty and innovation and futuristic sort of visions that have come out of the forests, spurred by the beauty of the world as opposed to that of the logger who has just simply rapaciously clear-felled, burnt and destroyed this millennium of history. And we're one of the very lucky countries on the planet that has such a rich resource of the natural environment, this extraordinary landscape that's been here since time again, managed by an Aboriginal nation for 40,000 or more years, and evolved to the point where in 200 short years now we're destroying the landscapes of Tasmania, particularly lately in the last 30 years since wood chipping came into this state in the 70s with chainsaws and bulldozers, has decimated so much of the Tasmania that we love. And it's people like the Huon Environment Centre and other groups, NGO groups around the state, who've had the guts and the determination and the vision to stand up and protect these beautiful places for generations to come. And I really want to take my hat off to Jenny, wherever you are, Jenny, and just say a big thank you. I've been watching Jenny over the years. I think this is the 7th Weld Echo exhibition that has been put on. It's the first one I've come to, and I suppose the extraordinary thing is that the exhibitions are still going, and I've actually gone out to a bit of culture for a change. But look, Jenny, I really, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for the work that you've done. It gives us courage in Parliament. I'm not actually the only member in Parliament who stands up for the forests. The other, my 4 other parliamentary colleagues in the Greens are all absolutely, totally committed to see the preservation of these beautiful native forests in Tasmania, and also totally, absolutely, pathologically opposed to the pulp mill. And we will do everything in our power to prevent that ever being built. But Jenny, I'd also like to congratulate not only Jenny and the fantastic Black Sassy Collective, but also I need to mention a couple of other people who've worked really hard to help keep the Huon Valley Environment Centre going, and to, it's not just about those people, it's about everybody else who's been involved, but some particularly notable people I want to mention, apart from Jenny Weber, who I've already thanked for the work you've done, Will Mooney, Jasmine Wills and Jackie Ashworth, who've all really done a huge job, so I get a round of applause. We do have an incredible opportunity at the moment, however, with the discussions that are going on between industry and NGO groups, to, at this point in time, seize the future and preserve and lock up into reserves or unlock from logging large tracts of the Tasmanian landscape. And that in itself will be probably a fairly big step in a long journey to bring in landscape protection right around the Tasmania and protect all those other special places that won't be saved as a result of any agreement that comes out. Because at the moment, of course, the logging industry has collapsed totally because of financial reality. It's not because, and I guess it's partly because Jenny and people like that are standing in front of the bulldozers, but the real reason that they're not out there with the chainsaws and the bulldozers at the moment, and the reason that guns, in fact, are not logging at the moment in any native forests, have shut all their operations, is pure, simple dollars. But we have the opportunity, because the native forest industry has collapsed, to be able to bring in some real conservation gains, to get these areas put in a permanent protection, to deliver the future that things like this Weld exhibition represent. This is the future of Tasmania. Creativity, making products out of nature, painting it, enjoying it and just relishing it, not chainsawing it, napalming it and bulldozing it. So having said that, I'd just like once again to thank Jenny again, thank everybody for coming along here tonight. Encourage you to buy as many of these beautiful works of art as possible, because this is the only way that the centre can actually do its advocacy work, and they do fantastic work. And it's totally critical at the moment that each and every one of you stands up for the future, gets out on the streets, demonstrates, writes letters, makes phone calls, ring up Talkback Radio. Don't underestimate a single thing you do, because if it's only one voice that's ever heard, then it's easy for the opposition to ignore it. But if there's a chorus of thousands and thousands and thousands of good Tasmanians standing up together, then we will reclaim the future. We will end this rapacious onslaught into the Tasmanian landscape, and we will hand to our children and grandchildren a place that's beautiful to be in, and something that will give them the opportunity to survive it in the future. So please continue the rage. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Kim.